Good morning, everybody. It is Sunday morning at about 10 to 8. I was just switching out my purse, bag, whatever. At what point did they become a bag and not a purse? These are my questions. Let's just sit you in the closet for a minute while I put this back in its dust bag. So I am obviously up and ready to go. Head to Appleton to Sephora. I'll show you what Bob's doing in a moment.
Where does this labeler go?
Well, I'll put it away, honey. Well, you want to know where it goes, though, for future reference?
Yeah.
Okay. Say good morning to the peeps.
Good morning. I'm
was
still waking up, yeah.
He was, what were you labeling? Ammunition?
Ammunition.
Right in that spot right there. Turn it on its side. Here, sure. And then right in there. Yep.
Yep.
Yeah. Always awake, my friends. So, I don't know, I guess I got up about 5:30.
We got a little bit of rain.
Yeah, like what, 20 minutes worth?
Yeah.
It was thundering when I woke up. I thought I was imagining things because when I looked out it was sunny. Then I hopped in the shower and I thought I heard thunder again, but Bob says I wasn't crazy, that there was actually thunder.
I was awake for about a half hour.
So, yeah, so anyway, he's been making little labels over here for his ammunition. Whatever. I'll show you, whatever makes him happy. I will show you guys my outfit of the day that I chose. I went back and forth on a bunch of different, like what I wanted to wear to be comfortable and not be cold and not be hot. Like there's a happy medium here inside buildings in the summer. And I guess it's supposed to be 90 today. So, yeah, and I did not have a very good hair day. I don't know what's going on. But that's just the way it goes sometimes. So, anyway, I am wearing, this is that kimono from ASOS that I showed you guys before. And then I actually, it's going up in a video today. So, it would already have been up on my main channel in a haul. So, these are the Lane Bryant jeans. The ones that just have a little bit of distressing on them. And this is that tank top that has the kind of satiny things in it. That I got at New York & Company quite a while ago. The one that I always say, I wish they had more colors and I wish I had bought them all. So, just trying to fix this ding-dang curtain again. I mean, I really shouldn't complain about it. I'm the one that moves it every single day. To show you guys outfits. What?
You heard me.
So, with that, I'm going to pack up my stuff and head out of here, I believe.
Okay.
Yeah. What are your plans today, Mr. Game?
Gardening. Maybe the flea market.
This is his little ammunition case. At any rate, all right, I'm going to grab my water. I'm going to grab one of those protein bar thingies that I've shown you guys from Aldi for some breakfast. I'll show you.
Am I annoying everyone?
Oh boy. This is the one. This is cherry and vanilla. I like this. It's pretty good. It's got, I think 10, no, I don't have the box in there. I'm fairly certain it's 10 grams of protein. 170 calories, and I know it was low sugars. So, anyway, that's what I'm going to have for breakfast on the way, and I'm going to have some coffee with a few of you, hopefully. I think Rich, my friend Rich, who's the MAC makeup artist, is going to come down for some coffee too, so it should be fun. I will vlog. Bobby's going to do a garden update, and yeah, we'll see what else happens.
Well, good morning, folks. It is Sunday, August 2nd. It's about 11 o'clock in the morning. Time for the weekly garden report. And first of all, I apologize. It's really windy here right now. So hopefully this will turn out. Lots of things to report. First of all, I'd like to say we had a couple of rain showers. We had a rain shower. It was about 4:30 this morning. It rained for about 20 minutes or so. We had a shower come through. And then about 9 o'clock, just 2 hours ago, we had a heavy downpour come through and gave us some much needed rain. It hadn't rained here for 2 weeks much. We had a couple little showers come through Thursday and Friday evening that lasted about 5 minutes. Other than that, we've had nothing. And they're predicting more rain for this afternoon. So we'll have to wait and see what happens. But at least we got some for this morning, much needed rain. So speaking of the wind, it has been really super windy here the last 4 or 5 days, and it has really wreaked havoc on the garden. Pretty much all the tomato plants and cages got knocked over to the point where the cages have actually broke. You know, the plants got so big that they actually busted the cages on me. So there's really not much I can do. I tried staking them up. It just made the cages, you know, once they broke, they started breaking. That really didn't help. So all I can really do is just let them, what's going to happen is going to happen now. And we'll go from there and see what happens. I've already got plans already to make my own homemade cages. I'm going to do that over the winter. I've got some extra wood in the basement. I'm going to make them out of wood. And when I do that this winter, I'll vlog that and show you what I'm doing. And we'll go from there, and I'm going to try that next year. So hopefully they'll be a little stronger than these iron cages that I bought. They just did not hold up very well once the tomatoes got too big. I know you can prune them down. And at some point when I get to my father-in-law's, I'll show you what his tomatoes look like compared to mine. It's way different. He prunes his, stakes them, and they're way different than mine are, Kristin and mine. But I'll show you that. But you can see what the wind has really raised havoc. The tomatoes pretty much all tipped over. I tried taking the cages off. But, you know, there's blossoms now and there's tomatoes now. I don't want to take a chance at knocking any of those blossoms or tomatoes off. So I'm just going to let them bush out and let them do what they're going to do, because there's really nothing I can do about the wind. And not only the tomatoes, I mean the peas too have all gotten knocked over. Now I've harvested some peas this morning already, and there's still plenty of pods left. There's lots of blossoms. So I'm sure this is going to be an every other day thing now until they're done. We'll be getting a lot of peas. The peppers are doing fantastic. I did pick a red pepper earlier this week, but we've got plenty of peppers. Some of the green ones are probably going to be ready at some point this week to be harvested. And there's a couple of really nice red ones. They're not red yet. They're still green, but they're really nice peppers that are on there. The potatoes are getting into the last stages. They're starting to dry out. They'll be ready to dig. There's still a lot of green left on them yet, so I'm going to leave them go until they pretty much are dried out, and then that's when you dig them. Because I did dig some already. And the other night, Kristin, I had baked. I used a couple of them for baked potatoes. They didn't taste very well. That just tells me they weren't ready yet. So I'm going to let them go and let them dry out. You can see all too. I did some tilling, you know, with the rain. Now all of a sudden it's getting pretty hot and muggy out here. So I wanted to get out here and get my work done before it got too hot. Because to the west of me it's pretty much clear skies right now. So while there was still some cloud cover, I got out here and I tilled the corn under. I gave up on the corn. I told you that last week. And it was starting to get pretty weedy, so I just decided to till it under. There was no hope for it anymore because, I mean, it's August 2nd. We should have been eating the corn by now. So I just gave up on it. And next year, you know, am I frustrated? Yeah, I'm frustrated that we didn't get any. But I also look at it as a challenge, and I've already got a few ideas in my head for next year on how I'm going to do the corn. So hopefully that'll work out better for us than it did this year. So other than that, like I said, the wind, I picked some peas. You can look though, the watermelon and the pumpkins are pretty much taking over the garden right now. They're really doing well. And we got pumpkins forming. And I'll actually have a really nice one here already, starting there already. So lots of pumpkins are forming already. As far as the watermelon go, there's blossoms. There are a few melons forming. Let's see here. Where did I see one on this plant? I mean, this plant is just going crazy here. So, but I did see a watermelon earlier this morning on one of these. So we'll have to keep an eye on that. I mean, like I said, we do the weekly garden update. So, but there's blossoms now. So the cantaloupe has got blossoms on it. So we'll start seeing cantaloupe. I do have one melon on this plant. I mean, there's blossoms coming here too. But if you come over here, and we'll sliding down. Look at here. We got a little watermelon forming right in there. See it? Right there it is. So we do have one melon coming already, and we should be getting plenty more. What I'm going to have to do now is see, there's another little one starting right down there. I don't know, get the string out of the way, but there's a little melon forming there too. So one of the things I'm going to have to decide to do once these start forming is, do I start pulling some off? Because if you get too many, you know, then they're all going to be small. You want to, you know, it's not like we need 100 watermelon. Again, I just planted these. I knew they would be the perfect soil for watermelon, what we have here. And so I knew the plants would do well. And I figured when I planted them, I had 8 plants. So if I would get one watermelon off of each plant, that would give us 8 watermelons. So we'll see what happens. But like I said, once they start forming, depending on how many I get, I might have to sacrifice some so that the ones that are already growing and doing well can get bigger. That's the whole purpose of it. Cucumbers are coming along. The satin ones, not a lot of blossoms on them. I do have a couple of cucumbers. You know what's amazing to me is how plants really didn't get that big. You know, I do have a couple of cucumbers that are growing. Don't see any more blossoms on that one right now, so hopefully we'll get some more. And then these are the pickling ones. There's a few on here, and there's a lot of blossoms yet, so we'll be getting some more pickles. And we'll go from there. Yeah, the tomatoes, I mean, it kind of makes me sick that they've tipped over, but there's really not much. You know, I can tip them back up, but they don't stay. And like I said, I don't want to, you know, there are tomatoes on them, so pretty much every plant has got some tomatoes on right now, and we'll be looking to pick some of those pretty soon here. Well, I'll just let them bush out, and whatever happens, happens. And then, like I said, I'm gonna make my own tomato cages over the winter. So you can see, you know, the rain helped that I tilled up the soil. It's nice and wet. That's why I went and tilled it, and I wanted to get it done, obviously, too, before it's supposed to get up to almost 90 degrees yet here this afternoon, and then another round of storms is supposed to be coming in later on this afternoon into early evening. So hopefully that'll bring us some more rain, because we really need it. So and with that being said, I moved the owls this morning, moved them around a little bit. That pretty much wraps up the weekly garden update. Hope you enjoy, and we'll keep you posted. All right, goodbye.
All right, so it is, what time? 11:15, because you know I gotta say what time it is.
Hey, look at that, she's right in there.
And we have, right, they're all amazed that my camera doesn't have a little viewfinder, and I just hope for the best that I'm in shot. So we did the Sephora thing, which was a lot of fun, and there were 4 or 5 others that were in there as well that came out. But these are the diehards. These are the ones that came to have some coffee with me. So you can go ahead and say your name.
Hi, I'm Ann. I'm Jordan. I'm Ruth.
And they are all from the northeastern Wisconsin area. And we're having some beverages. We did. There were beverages, I swear. Hers looked the best of all of them. I'm just saying, although you had whipped cream, yours was pretty good too. So yeah, actually the event was pretty nice. They had some pretty good goodie bags, and although we didn't all get the same things in our goodie bags, there's a lot of dry or oily skin option things in my goodie bag, so you know that'll be a giveaway. But it was a lot of fun, and this has been more fun though, really, than that. Yeah. All right, everybody. It is 4:04, and I haven't checked in so long. My apologies. I'm about to cut some vegetables up for the week. I am home, obviously, from the event, which was so much fun. I had a really good time. I was able to meet the 3 that you saw, the 3 gals that you saw, and then there were 2 other gals that came together, and then 1 other gal that came together, and I'm so sad because I can't remember her name, but she was, she had long, beautiful hair, anyway. She was there, and I got to talk to her for a minute, and then I got distracted. And then I think she left and I didn't get to talk to her some more. So I felt badly about that. So if you're watching, I'm sorry. I wanted to come back and talk to you some more. But I got pulled in another direction. So I'm just, like I said, pulling out some vegetables here to cut for the week. We have lots of cucumbers from the garden for me to cut. And then I'm going to make some one-pot spaghetti for dinner. We've had some pretty big, I can't talk, We've had some pretty big storms today, But only, we had some hail and then just some rain, but not as much as we really need, which is kind of a bummer. So Bob, did you go to the flea market? You did, right?
No, I just walked around a little bit. There wasn't much there because of the rain, I think.
Yeah, probably. Because of the impending rain. Oh, that's right. It rained in the morning, I guess, for a short period of time. So anyway, I came home and chit-chatted with Bob a little bit. I did run to TJ Maxx to get some shampoo. And came home and washed my brushes, which I needed to do. Remember I talked about doing it last weekend? And I never did. So I had some serious brush washing that had to occur. I did that. Yeah, I haven't really done... Boring vlog. I had so much fun this morning that I came back though and I was just kind of like tired and wanting to just chill. So yeah, anyway, I'm gonna watch some YouTube, cut some vegetables, make some dinner, and I'll check in. I think I forgot to show you guys the dinner last time, so I'll try to remember to show you this time. So I thought I would show you guys. This is literally what you do. You just put all the ingredients in a pot, and there's my little pesto. You can see it's still a little bit frozen. I pulled it out. Oops, sorry about that. And then you just turn on the heat. You put your spaghetti in there. When it starts to boil, you work your spaghetti in there. Let it go for 8 minutes, and presto changeo. Dinner is done. And then you put some Parmesan cheese, which I have shredded myself from an actual block of Parmesan cheese, so I don't get hollered at. So that is that. I will show you then what it looks like when it's done. All right, so you just bring that to a boil, let it boil for 8 minutes, and presto changeo. You have dinner. So it's got chicken sausage in it. Sorry, the steam's probably doing nasty things to my camera, but and so now I'm just gonna dump in a cup of parm, stir it in, and call it a day. Everybody, it is Monday morning, and it is about 5:27, and I thought I would just talk to you a little bit while I was throwing on some makeup here. I was uploading the footage from Bob's camera and from my camera. And I don't think I actually ended the vlog yesterday. So I thought I would just put today's hello on onto that footage. And I just wanted to say again, I was thinking last night as I was, you know, going off to sleep, how much it means to me when people take time out of their days and come to, like, to a meetup or whatever. And not only that, so that's what started me thinking about it, or like thinking about things, was that. And then I was like, you know, it means so much to me that you guys take time out of your day to watch the videos, you know, and I do it too. You guys see, I'm always watching YouTube, and I know that, like, the time, and I don't know how to say this. I know that you enjoy it, or you wouldn't watch it, most of you anyway, or you wouldn't watch it, but yeah, I don't know, I just was feeling very sentimental and appreciative last night as I was falling asleep, and I was like, I need to vlog about that tomorrow. So that is what I'm doing. I just paused to take a drink of coffee. So I washed my brushes yesterday, and I told you guys that. And now I'm out. These ones, I'm not sure if you guys can see that. I can never really tell what you guys can see in there. The my face brushes were not dry, so I'm just kind of making do with what I have. But my eye brushes were all dry. And it's nice to have, you know, all of my favorite brushes again, because when I haven't washed them for a while, I use so many brushes in a day. I don't know why, just because I do. And when I haven't washed them in a while, then I'm like using brushes that I don't love quite as much. And so it's just nice to have all of my favorite brushes at my disposal, is what I'm trying to get at. So anyway, Bob really likes that one pot spaghetti. If you guys are looking for something to try, it's really, really good. I will try to remember to link it down below for you guys. If I don't remember though, just go to Laura's website, laurainthekitchen.com, and search for one pot spaghetti, I think is what it's called. It was one of her most recent recipes. It might even be on her front page when you go into the recipe section. But so, yeah, I'm not doing crazy makeup today, but oh, I want to tell you guys, it is so awesome. We don't know those of you that in the south are going to be like, really, Kristen? But it's been so warm here for us that we've had the air on for more than a week, which is just not normal. I feel like the air's been on maybe a couple of weeks. No, maybe just a week and a half. I don't know, but when Bob left this morning, he opened up turned off the air and opened up the windows. And so it's so nice to smell fresh air in the house again. I just miss it so much when we don't have it. But anyway, all right, I'm going to finish getting ready, film a video, and then I'll check back in with you guys. All right, so I am done filming. Oh, here we go. I was like, what am I forgetting? My lipstick. This is one of those filming days where I get done, and one of the things that I really wanted to talk about, I looked down and it's sitting there and I didn't talk about it. So, ow, just hit my elbow. What I end up doing is just filming a little clip then that I'll stick in my video. Oh, I forgot to grab one of the things in my favorites video was a salad dressing, and it's empty. So I need to go put it in my empties. So, I'm not sure if you guys can see, I'm holding my cord in my hand. So it's 6:27, and I need to upload this footage and get it edited before I leave for work. Not sure how that's going to happen, but I'll be close, and then I'll do the rest of my lunch. And I'm going to start, a lot of times on my lunch, I will edit, if I get a lunch. I will edit or answer comments or whatever. But because the weather's supposed to be so nice this week, where's my book? I'm going to take, oh, it's over there. I'm going to take my book and I'm going to go to a park and try to do some reading and have some chill time. I think that will help me at work. Like, sometimes you just need to take the break you're supposed to have, or you're not going to be as productive in the afternoon. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see. I'll report back on how that works. Okay, so this is one of those days where I came in here for my phone. Where my footage is taking forever to upload, and so there'll be no editing today. There will be, I'm not going to show you my outfit, by the way, because it's jeans and this blue t-shirt. It's not really exciting. And I'm wearing my Bionic sandals again. They're so comfortable, and they don't make my feet hurt. Anyway, so yeah, my lunch I will not be reading, I will be editing. What are you going to do? It's what it is. I'll read tomorrow. So yeah, it's going to take forever. So I just thought I would say thank you guys so much for watching. I'm going to end this vlog here. You will have seen this midweek, so I hope that you're having a great start to the week. And yeah, thank you again to the ladies that came out yesterday to Sephora. It was really, really good to meet all of you. I wish that I had pictures of all of you. I only have pictures of a couple of you, but I will put those at the end here. And it means a lot to me that you guys take time out of your day to come and hang. So I really appreciate it. All right, with that, thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye.